From the shores of Lake Erie and Northeast Ohio, it's time for Cleveland at Night. On this show, we explore Cleveland's hot spots, seasonal events, sporting events, historical places, restaurants, specialty shops, Cleveland entertainers, and local talent like comedians, magicians, dancers, and musical acts, and much, much more. When the sun goes down in Cleveland, our camera crew comes out. It's Cleveland at Night. This episode is the Cleveland at Night Christmas Special. Cleveland Night Christmas Special was filmed at the Puritas Nursery in Cleveland, Ohio. And now here's the host of Cleveland at Night, Danny K. Gang, this is Danny K for Cleveland at Night. It's Christmas time in Northeast Ohio, and we're at the Puritas Nursery on the west side of Cleveland, just right by Hopkins Airport. You gotta bring your whole family and check out this holiday train display they set up every year here at the Puritas Nursery, which is located 19201 Puritas Avenue. It's just west of Rocky River Drive, real close to Grayton Road. We're here twice today. We're here in the daytime and nighttime, so we're going to show you the daytime version and also the nighttime version. Also, I got an exclusive interview with the owner of the Puritas Nursery, also the designers of this spectacular holiday model train display. So like always here at Cleveland at Night, go to your refrigerator or go grab a snack like some Christmas cookies, hot chocolate, a beer, or wine. Sit back, relax. Holiday season's here in Seatown, Ohio. Cleveland at Night. I'll be back with more right after this, folks. Cleveland at Night Christmas Special is brought to you by Dmk Productions. Back here for Cleveland at Night. We're back at the Puritas Nursery on the west side of Cleveland, and I'm with the owner of the nursery. And you want to give your name out?
Dale Hank.
Dale. Okay. Before we let's talk about this spectacular holiday model train display, how long have you owned the Puritas Nursery? Let's get a little history about this place.
It's been 34 years, Dan. I bought it from my uncle 34 years ago, 1985.
Okay.
So been an owner since then.
All right, now I remember I was a little bit, I'm 57. Puritas Springs Amusement Park, what year did that close?
Puritas Springs Park had a fire in 1956, and it closed in 1958, and there were remnants of the roller coaster still on the corner for a long time that people do remember.
Okay.
It's been gone a long time.
So you bought this from your uncle, or got it from your uncle?
I bought it from my uncle. He had it from his dad, so it's third generation.
Wow, that's fantastic. You enjoy doing it?
You know, my wife asked me, I work 7 days a week. She goes, how do you do it? I said, I just get up and come to work because I enjoy coming to work.
Yeah, it's amazing, too, because there's not many nurseries in Cleveland anymore. They're usually on the west side or down south.
Yes, in the 1950s, Cleveland used to be the greenhouse capital of the world.
I didn't know that.
And this is only one of 3 greenhouses still left in the city of Cleveland.
Wow, wow. Now, we were back here in 2013. I had a couple other shows called A Daughter of the Ghoul Show and also Polka Time, Ohio, which had aired. And at that time in 2013, you said the train display was around for 10 years. So it opened up in first year was like 2003, was it?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about how that came about. Whose idea was it to put a train display here for the holidays?
Well, first of all, one of my good customers who I bought pumpkins and some suppliers of plants from, he said, I have some trains we could put in the greenhouse, and people like trains. And we talked about how in the a long time ago when I was a kid, downtown Cleveland had Halley's, Higbee's, and May Company, and you would go downtown and you press your nose up against the store window because they had a big train display.
Okay.
And so we wanted to sort of rekindle that here at the nursery and also help maybe sell our Christmas stuff.
Okay. Now, a lot of nurseries are shutting down at fall time, but you're open like in November and December. What else do you sell? Do you sell Christmas trees? What else do you sell here?
Right now we sell Christmas trees, poinsettias. We got all kinds of live wreaths and roping. We got Christmas cactus, poinsettias, and a lot of pots and stuff that people do use for Christmas time.
Yeah, we're gonna get the word out because you got to shop local in Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of people don't even know this place is here. We're gonna get the word out, YouTube, everything. Shop local, buy the Christmas tree here. I'm gonna tell you one. Now you rope your Christmas trees, right? Is that correct?
What we do is we drill every tree. So it's got a drill through it. We also sell a stand, which is called a stay straight stand.
Oh, you do?
But we'll take and we'll put them through a netter and tie them on people's cars.
Yeah, my wife, I'm going to say where she bought her Christmas tree. I should have bought it here. She brings it home and it's not wrapped up. So trying to get it through the door and set up, not wrapped up, that was a pain and you know what.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Puritas Nursery. Come on down and see the train outfits. Get up here. What do you got there? Man, you got a big one. Get up. You're going to get a little guy in here. I'll wear this back. How you guys doing? There you go. Look over here, boys. Get a picture.
December. Santa Claus makes a visit. Is that the couple first week Saturdays in December?
He just left today. The first 2 Saturdays in December, we have him from 1 to 3 o'clock. He's a real big hit.
Yes, he was. You know something? We have footage of that. The waiting line just to get Santa Claus was fantastic. I went up close to videotape it. This Santa Claus is great from the North Pole visiting the Puritas Nursery.
You'd better watch out, you'd better not cry, you'd better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Yeah, that's not going to stay on.
He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for
Really? Where at? In his backyard? I saw. Yeah. I was lucky to swim in his backyard. When I beat the place. So.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is
All right, we're
coming
gonna turn you around.
to
Let's turn you around and take a look. You wanna look at that for me? Here,
He
look.
sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're
Merry Christmas!
knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You'd better not cry. You'd better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
You are watching the Cleveland at Night Christmas special brought to you by DMK Productions. Now back to Danny K and Dale at the Puritas Nursery in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, websites, Facebook page, phone numbers. How can we contact you and the people here at the Puritas Nursery?
Well, we're puritasnursery.com,
Okay.
and we have a Facebook page.
All right.
We're on Facebook. They can come on in, 19201 Puritas Avenue. It's the only garden center here in West Park.
Yeah, you're right. And I tell you, like I said, I love the location because you're right near 480.
Right?
You're close to Rocky River Drive. You're actually on Puritas Avenue. It's Avenue, right? Puritas
Avenue. It's an avenue.
Yes, it's 19201 Puritas Avenue.
Correct.
You're right close to Graydon Road right here, right?
Perhaps.
And like I said, so if you go down to the Metro Parks, you went too far.
That's correct.
So turn around. Come when you see horses, turn around, come back up the hill. The Puritas Nursery is up on top of the hill.
That's
and
right,
so,
yeah.
do you want to say anything to the fans out there? Because this is going on YouTube, 3 Northeast Ohio TV stations. Say something out there, Dale.
I'll tell you what, I've been here 34 years, and this train display has become, it's 15 years we've been doing this, and now the people call it the West Park train display. It's a community train display. People have come in and helped us out. We've had a lot of volunteers. I have a Star Trek group that's coming in tomorrow, going to present me with a check to help us out. They came in with some volunteers. The time when we had the rain came down so heavy on Thanksgiving, which wiped it out, we had people from the community came and actually helped us put it back together again.
Also, we're going to be selling DVDs of a documentary with that, and we're going to be probably have a sale before next year's season, and we're going to donate the proceeds to a charity. And what charity do we want to donate to?
I have 2 charities that my wife and I both belong to. One is called Tour of Good Cheer. Last year we passed out 1,500 coats to the homeless in Cleveland, Ohio. And another one's called Friends Helping Friends, and it's a big group of people that if you have a friend in need, you give the name and we help them out.
Yeah, that Star Trek group I videotaped many times.
Yes.
Joe Outlaw's a part
Joe
of that. Right?
Outlaw,
He's
absolutely.
he's another community guy. Also, Bill Markowitz has been on my show before. These guys, they help out the community, West Park development, and it's great. I'll tell you right now, folks, if you haven't been down to Camp's Corners, they have really changed it a lot.
Yes, they have.
It looks beautiful. Also, I mean, you got to shop locally. A lot of people, like I said, don't even know this place is here. You got to come down here. So once again, let's give your address and your phone number.
It's 19201 Puritas Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. Area code 216-267-5350. And we're here every day.
Okay, we'll be back with more. I'm going to have some daytime display, nighttime display. I'm going to be back talking to the designers. Once again, it's a spectacular holiday model display set up every year here at the Puritas Nursery. Dale, thank you very
Danny.
much, and happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Cleveland at Night can be found on the following public access cable stations. Watch Cleveland at Night. If you live in the city of Cleveland, you must have Spectrum TV, channel 196, Thursdays at 9 p.m. If you live in the city of Brunswick, you can watch Cleveland at Night on BAT Brunswick Area Television. Watch Cleveland at Night online. Compliments of BAT. Go to their website, www.bat.dievit.com. Scroll down to Cleveland at Night and watch all the episodes. If you live in the southwest suburbs of Cuyahoga County, you can watch Cleveland at Night on Cox Cable 45. you can watch all the episodes of Cleveland at Night online, compliments of DMK Productions. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page at Danny K /DMK TV shows. That's Danny K /DMK TV shows. Look for the picture of ship, and that is the right Facebook page. Also on YouTube, all the episodes of Cleveland at Night. Also watch our new show, Cleveland at Night, a half of a movie. Cleveland at Night, keeping a Cleveland tradition alive.
She said wait 15 minutes.
My name is Dale Hike from Puritas Nursery. From my wife, from my daughter Justine, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
Danny K back here for Cleveland at Night. The holiday season is here. We're at the Puritas Nursery in Cleveland, on the west side of Cleveland, for this spectacular model train display they set up in the holidays. And I'm with one of the designers of this great train display. I'm with
Dan Grayson.
Now, Dan Grayson, we interviewed you back in 2013 for another show called Polka Time While More. So we're back this year. How many years what was the first year, and how many years have you been volunteering for this train display?
I came in here in 2006, so this would be my 11th year, and I've been doing it ever since.
11 years. That's fantastic. Now, you don't get paid for it. It's absolutely free, right?
This is strictly all volunteer. I just love putting display on for everybody and giving everybody something to come and see for the holiday.
Now let's talk about your childhood days. Did you always like model trains as a kid?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what was your first train that you owned? Or maybe your dad bought you?
I got it for Christmas. It was a small N-scale set, and I still own it to this day.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Were you the one always building stuff in your basement and like the train displays?
Not so much in the basement, but
Okay.
Eventually, once I moved out and had my own house, I had one in the garage for the longest time. And I just happened to walk in here in 2006, and it was like, this is the place for me.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so you've been helping out for a lot of years. When do you start construction of this model train display? What month do you start before the holidays?
We actually start right around Halloween, a week before, week after, and we're ready to roll and open for business right after Thanksgiving. We basically throw this together in 30 days.
Now, I was talking to for Dale off camera. You actually took a week off to your job to help out setting up. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. This is a 1 week's vacation I dedicate to this. I actually get to spend a week's vacation enjoying my hobby.
Wow, isn't that great? It's dedication, folks, to the city of Cleveland and putting up this model train display for the holidays. He doesn't go to Florida, doesn't go to Disneyland. He spends the week right here setting this up. That's incredible.
A week at Puritas Nursery.
Okay. Now, I remember we interviewed you back in 2013. You own HO Trains, right? Now,
Yes, I do.
There are other models, I think. Lionel, is it?
We have Lionel running. We have G-Gauge running.
Okay, what is that? That's another model train, right?
Correct. Lionel are O-Gauge and the G-Gauge are a step above. They could run outside, actually.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, I remember you were giving us a demonstration. These tracks got to be cleaned every morning, right?
Every morning and throughout the day, we run a track cleaner over it because they do get dirty.
Okay, and how many volunteers do you have usually working the whole week or in the weekend?
Roughly, there is about 5 of us.
5.
And we keep this stuff running.
That's fantastic. Okay.
And then with the help of Dale's staff. Over here we have our display that depicts the late 50s, early 60s of what you would have found at Christmas time. The old aluminum Christmas tree, the rotating light, the Lionel train underneath it. This is where the hobby started.
Once again, folks, we're here twice today. We're in a daytime and nighttime, and I'm going to go around with the Christmas lights on. But Dan said you're going to shut the Christmas lights off?
No, we'll shut the overhead lights
Oh,
off.
overhead lights.
We'll leave the Christmas lights and just the table lights so you can see what the place looks like in the evening.
So we're going to walk around. So when do you open? It's like the day after Thanksgiving?
The day after Thanksgiving, we are open Monday through Friday from 9 till 8 o'clock, I believe, and 6 o'clock on the weekends.
You know, I was here when Santa Claus was here Saturday, and this place was packed with kids, very, very kid-friendly. Now, you got a scavenger hunt going for the kids, right?
Yes,
so
we do.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, well, we do have a list of things on the table for the kids to go around and find. And it was kind of funny today because one of our items was missing.
Oh, what's it?
Actually, one of the kids picked up our Barney the dinosaur, and it was in the kids' tunnel.
Wow,
One
okay.
of the kids brought it up and said, "Hey, I found Barney."
Okay, so Barney was lost for a while.
Barney just took an extended break.
Wow, that's right. You know, one thing I love about this play, every year you change up. So when you come one year, the next year it's going to be different. But the scene setting is fantastic. I see you have a carnival, a circus, like a military. What else scene settings do you have?
Well, this year we still always keep our carnival. We like to try and reminisce the days of Puritas Springs Parks that used to be right across the street.
That's what me and Dale was talking about.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And then I do have a city scene to pretty much give everybody the feel of downtown Cleveland from the past. And this year I threw in a steel mill.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna check that out. Steel
we
mill.
have a steel mill so that everybody who drives into downtown Cleveland, regardless what freeway, that is one of the first things you see.
Right, and that. Wait, who made the bridge? Who constructed the bridge?
All the bridges on this table I constructed.
That's what. Now the one main bridge was what was that, a replica of?
I do have my one main bridge behind the city replicates our 82nd Street Bridge.
82nd Street Bridge, right?
Yes.
I remember one year somebody tried to blow it up or something like that, so you put a cop car there or something
Correct.
like that.
One
Right.
year we did actually put a cop car there and a few people trying to blow the bridge up.
Wow, it's
just,
almost like
to reminisce.
it's almost like the Addams Family when that guy
Yes.
Gomez used to blow up the trains. That's hilarious. Okay.
We do have a few people asking us if they could do Gomez, and we say no.
Now, you're open to all the way to what? New Year's Day or New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve?
Even Christmas Eve will be open till 3, and New Year's Eve will be open till 3. But come New Year's Eve, 3 o'clock, we will close the doors and tell everybody, come back next year.
Wow, so as you started right after Halloween, it takes you to almost Thanksgiving to set up. Now, you told me the tear down is kind of easy. You have this tore down in how many days?
Believe it or not, we'll have it tore down in a day.
One day you tear it down.
It will be all gone. It will be a memory in one day.
All right. Do you want to give anybody else? We'll get some more interviews, but who else helps out and who else owns the trains here?
Well, we do have some that are owned by the Nursery. We do have Mark Gumbar, who supplies the Lionel table.
Okay.
And we do have the G gauge, which also belongs to the Nursery.
So a lot of these guys that own the trains, they take it
Yes.
back to their house when they're done with the when they shut down on New Year's Day. Okay.
Correct.
All right. All
And
right.
we have in the past had people come in, young and old. They bring in one of their trains and ask if we can run it. We will put it on the table and run it.
Yeah. Santa Claus is here. The first couple Saturdays of December.
Correct.
And I tell you, we're going to have footage of it. This place was packed, so we want to get some pictures and come down. Again, shop locally, buy a Christmas tree here at the Puritas Nursery every holiday, but you got to come and see. How many years again you've been doing it?
11 years.
11 years they've been doing a spectacular holiday model train display. We got the websites coming up, the Facebook page, also phone numbers. The Star Trek group, I know Joe Outlaw and all those guys are going to be coming visit here. They donate a lot of time also here.
Yes, they do. They came in, they helped decorate or landscape our G-gauge table. We gave them sections, gave them a few theme pictures, and we let them go to town.
Yeah, they're always
And
good.
they did a fabulous job.
Yeah,
for
they're
us.
good for the community. I mean, Joe
Yes.
Outlaw and the whole group donates a lot to the charity and stuff like that. And also, we're going to be doing some a documentary of it, selling next year in 2018 season, and we're going to be donating a lot of the proceeds to local charities right here in Cleveland, Ohio.
You are watching the Cleveland at Night Christmas special filmed at the Puritas Nursery in Cleveland, Ohio.
To all my family and friends, happy holidays, and please come up and visit. You know where to find me every year at this particular time, and stop by.
That's great. I want to take you spending time with me in Cleveland at night. And again, folks, you got to come out and see this spectacular holiday model train display. See Santa Claus. Also buy locally a Christmas tree. They got poinsettias. They got a lot of stuff. Not many nurseries are left in Cleveland, Ohio. You don't have to go all the way to Medina. You don't have to go all the way out there west or way out east of Ashtabula. You can buy it right here. Is that correct, Dan?
That is correct.
And they will rope it up for you.
We will cut it, rope it, tie it down to your car, and you're all set to go.
You know, it's funny too. It's like if it's a little cold outside, you had like a little bonfire going on.
Yes,
there
we
too,
have
so-
a fire out. We even have a fire inside, so you can warm up.
Oh, warm up and all right. Once again, Danny K, Cleveland at Night. We'll be back with more right after this, folks.
And this is Dan Grayson from Puritas Nursery. I wish all of you a very happy holiday and a prosperous new year, and please come in and see us. Thank you very much. Dan Grayson here again with Puritas Nursery.
And Mark Umbar here again with Puritas Nursery.
And Mark, how long have you been doing the trains now up here at the nursery?
This is my second year. I picked up after the first gentleman that was doing the O scale, hurt his leg and had a hip replacement, and I sort of got drafted into it. So it's been fun, a lot of work.
Mark, what was your first train you ever had?
Our first train was a 1950s Lionel. It ran around the tree every year for 3 weeks, got put back in a box, and it was gone till the next year. And we couldn't wait till the next year when it came out again. And it's still running this day.
And what do you like most about coming up here now at the holidays?
The best thing is coming up here is being able to run all my trains that I can't run at home. I've always had a small basement, and I have about a 10 by 15 spot where I can run a couple trains, and this gives me a chance to run everything that I can't run at home.
Sounds very familiar. I love doing the same thing.
So it's nice to be able to have the space, and we really need more space, Dale.
Yes, if Dale would let us, we'd have this place packed.
Yes.
But
But we got to
time
run a
and-
business, and we got to sell poinsettias and trees.
what's your favorite train you have running this year?
Right now, I have a 1950s Lionel Santa Fe A unit and a dummy unit with the 5-passenger cars that I picked up this year, and it's probably the nicest set I've ever owned, and it's running great.
Now on your table, Mark, we noticed that you have a train dedicated to Desert Storm and the troops.
Yes, I always thought it'd be nice to have a train designated to them. We can, I have a little plaque up there saying, just remember the troops, those that served, those that are serving now at Christmas, because that's the only reason we're here now playing with trains. And I just thought it was important that people remember and think back at that for that fact.
Well, we do appreciate all you do bring to the table for us, Mark, and I hope you do come back and be part of us next year too.
I hope so.
Because we'll give you as much space as you need that we can possibly give.
They just take over all this HO space with O-Gauge. We'll be good. Oh, wait a minute.
No. Yeah, you're not going to take away my O-Gauge table. Sorry there, bud.
This is a military display?
Yes.
Say to family or friends at this point?
No, I just, everybody, I hope they get out to see the trains and, enjoy them. Remember them when you were a kid. And that's the nicest thing is just seeing people. I had a lady today look over and look at a transformer, and she goes, that was the transformer I had at my grandpa's house. And she remembered the trains they had there. And it's just nice watching those memories of people. So.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Newest bridge is built this year. She's a 3-track main, and she accommodates the 3 waterfalls that you see coming through. 2 on each end and 1 right off the table. And the alligators are part of our scavenger hunt. You'd be surprised how many people cannot find those.
You are watching the Cleveland at Night Christmas Special.
This is Mark Umbar. I'm at the Puritas Nursery, and have happy holidays to everybody out there, and come out and see the trains.
And this is our rendition of the 82 Street Bridge. She made her debut on the table way back in 2009. She's gone through a few revisions. different lighting. One year we did actually depict the guys trying to blow up the bridge like they did a few years back. And she's been a mainstay to our display. Everybody loves to see it. In fact, this year we even put the Cleveland sign behind her.
Okay, we've got a couple big outer loops, and this is a nice 1950s set of Santa Fe set with the passenger cars that some kid would have loved to have gotten in the 50s. I know we didn't have one. And then we've got a Christmas set running around the trolley. And up front here, I have a military set from Desert Storm and a little plaque that just makes us remember, think of the troops that served and those who are serving now at Christmas, because they're the only reason we're here. You know, playing with trains and buying trees because they're over there. We thought about building a mountain, then we started thinking about water, and you know, next thing we know, we've got a mountain with waterfall and 4 trains running on it. So nothing was planned, it was just sort of as we went, and everything seemed to turn out okay. And then we had our little western set with the cowboys and the Indians and a farm set. And then if you look to the left there, we have our Simpsons Village with Homer and Mr. Plow ready to plow snow, and Santa in his hot rod ready to take off and deliver toys to everybody. And the winter set that we made, I probably made this about 15 years ago, and it's been sitting, and then we sort of revived it this year and brought it out. And so it's just a little figure 8 with the train running through the mountains and everything. The trains, I can design them, I can think about them, but with the help of my friend Dave Power, he's the one who laid the track, made sure it's straight, and he is about the only reason everything is running. Otherwise, we might have a 40-foot static display. But but I'd love to thank him because he's the main reason why all the electrical and everything is running, and everything's running straight.
Now, over here on our display, we have put in our steel mill. Pretty much depicts what you would see driving into downtown Cleveland. Dedicated to all the hard work. This is what built Cleveland. So it's dedicated to the past, present, and hopefully the future. And a lot of people come in and they let me say, you know, I used to work over there, and that's kind of what we enjoy when people can come in and they say, yeah, you know, I know what that means. And it's a good feeling. We give something back to everybody. Over here we have our depiction of Puritas Springs Park. It was here years ago. In fact, it was right across the street from our nursery. Unfortunately, it had closed up long before I was ever born, but there were always remnants of the roller coaster that I used to be able to see for years. And that's why everybody comes in, they see our roller coaster, it's kind of broken up and overgrown, and that's how I remember the roller coaster. So that's kind of our rendition of Puritas Springs Park. Dedication to a little bit of downtown West Park. We have a few buildings depicting what you would find in West Park right now. The Public House, West Park Station, K&K Meats. This is our little bit we give back to the community and say we recognize you.
Cool.
this is Danny K. This is my favorite scene setting, the Pabst Blue Ribbon sign, along with the local brewery here at the Puritas Nursery model train display for the holidays.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good tidings to you, wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas.
Wish all of you a very happy holiday and a prosperous new year, and please come in and see us.
And have happy holidays to everybody out there, and come out and see the trains.
Merry Christmas to everybody and happy holidays from Puritas Nursery in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you, wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring some in here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some.
The next holiday segment is from the Polka Time Ohio Moore Show.
Okay, I'm Danny K, and you are watching Polka Time Ohio Moore's Christmas Special. It is time for a Polka Time Ohio Moore video flashback. We're going back 5 years to 2010, Cleveland, Ohio. Now, the Cleveland Indians front office wanted to do something with Progressive Field. I always known it as Jacobs Field, but Progressive Field back in 2010, and they turned Progressive Field into a winter wonderland. It was called Indian Snow Days, and I think it only lasted 2 years. I think it was 2010 and 2011, and they never did it again. But the Polka Time Ohio Moore film crew was there 5 years ago and was inside Progressive Field and videotaped all the fun activities and fun events going inside Cleveland Indian Snow Days. So let's go back 5 years for Cleveland Indian Snow Days at Progressive Field.
It's time for the Polka Time Ohio Moore video flashback. Progressive Field, Cleveland, Ohio, 2010. This is footage of the 2010 Cleveland Indian Snow Days inside Progressive Field. The playing field was turned into a winter wonderland.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
On the outfield grass was a huge oval skating rink. All sizes and ages can rent out skates, then ice skate on the playing field of Progressive Field. Inside Progressive Field was a huge blow-up of Slider, but Slider was always there every weekend to entertain the Tribe fans.
figgy pudding. Now bring us a figgy pudding and bring some in here.
The Jumbotron was turned on, advertising Cleveland businesses, the Monster Hockey team. They had Christmas trivia and a lot of special messages to all the fans with birthdays, anniversaries, or any special occasion.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
On the Jumbotron, they showed holiday and Christmas movies like Elf. Another fun activity you can do at snow days at Progressive Field was actually sit in the Indians' dugouts.
Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some
Throughout
figgy
the
pudding.
playing field of Progressive
Bring us
Field
some figgy
was
pudding.
beautiful holiday and Christmas ornaments, decorations, and lights.
Some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some right here.
They had a great big snow maker for snow for all the kids in the kids section. A lot of kid activities at Cleveland Indian Snow Days like this. A huge maze made out of hay, the hay maze. One of the best attractions at Indian Snow Days was the toboggan chutes. Toboggan chutes went up all the way up the bleachers, and you can rent out inner tubes and slide down this huge snow mountain. They also had a smaller inner tube trail for younger kids. On a sad note, Bob Feller, the greatest Indians pitcher and also Baseball Hall of Famer, passed away that year in December of 2010. So they had a nice tribute and a nice memorial for Bob Feller at Progressive Field before you walked in for snow days. Indian Snow Days, the coolest place in Cleveland, Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, another must-see Christmas attraction in Cleveland is the Toy Soldiers Show at Tower City Center, downtown Cleveland, Ohio. This spectacular holiday show has been entertaining Cleveland residents and out-of-town residents for over 25 years. Now, the Polka Time Mahal and More film crew were at Tower City this year to film the whole show, but we only have parts of the show of the Toy Soldier Show. Once again, you gotta go to Tower City. It's every weekend. They do it at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday. Go down and see it. If you can't do it this year, they're gonna do it next year. The must-see Christmas attraction in Cleveland, Ohio is a Toy Soldier Show at Tower City Center.